Athletes, welcome back. The fitness is back. We are so excited to have you joining us today. We got Lorna, we got Kevin, we got pushing, we've got pulling, and we've also got some core work for you today. So sit back, get ready, the warm-up's coming your way. Athletes, the warm-up is here. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. We are moving into our bent over row variations for this workout for our first movement in 3, 2, 1. Kevin is on the band, Lauren is on the dumbbell. When we're moving through this right now, you guys are welcome to go with a lighter weight than what you're using for the workout, and then we can build our way up. What I'm going to do is I told Kevin to do these incorrectly at the beginning so that I can make corrections. When we're pulling back, there is no T-Rex arms. We're thinking about pulling with our elbows back to our waist. And what I'm gonna have Kevin do is choke up on that band a little bit. So get a little bit more, there we go. And we're thinking about bringing back to our waist, not up to our chest. Lauren has got it going on over here. The one thing I will do is I'm gonna keep her head in a neutral position or looking forward. When we're going through, we wanna think about squeezing those shoulder blades together. I'm gonna go ahead and have athletes relax. Dumbbell goes down, band goes down. The next thing that we have is gonna be our alternating leg V-ups. So we're gonna get down on the floor. With these alternating V-ups, it's opposite hand to opposite foot. So athletes are gonna go ahead and begin going through touching the opposite hand to opposite foot. When we go through this, we can challenge ourselves by trying to get that foot and torso off the ground at the same time. This will be difficult because we're going cross body. So you're gonna feel this in your abs and you're gonna feel this in your obliques. We're gonna do one more rep on each side. And then we're gonna go ahead and get into our pushing position. So we've got pike push-ups for Kevin, and then we've got our dumbbell press for Lorna. We're gonna use a crush grip once again for this. She's gonna take that dumbbell pressing directly overhead, getting full lockout, and then we've got Kevin going into our pike push-up. Go ahead and relax for both athletes. Now what I wanna focus on specifically is what Kevin is doing. When we go into our pike push-up, we're gonna go one more time. I want you guys to notice that when he comes down, he goes forwards onto his toes slightly, and then he presses back up to full lockout with that head between his arms. Go ahead and relax, Kevin. This position can be a little bit difficult for people to do, so play around with where your feet at, where your hands are at during this warm-up, and make sure that you guys feel completely comfortable with the movement for when we get into the workout. Now, if the pike push-up is too difficult, we can switch to a regular push-up if needed. After that, we are moving into our sit-ups, so both athletes are going to assume the sit-up position. Now, we can do anything we want to with our legs. We can have straight legs, we can have butterfly legs, but what we have to do is touch the ground behind our head and then sit up so our shoulders get beyond our hip crease. When you guys go forward, you can touch the ground, you can touch your toes, but I need to see those shoulders beyond the hip crease. We're gonna go ahead and get one more rep in, and that is it. The warm-up is done. It was a quick one today because we're getting right into this workout. We got 15 minutes today, so you're gonna get plenty of fitness. Get ready, the workout is up next. Athletes, our workout is starting now. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. We're starting out with our row variation, so go ahead and make your way to your bands or your dumbbells. We've got 3, 2, 1, go! We've got 15 minutes today, which may seem like a long time, but it will go by quickly. The one thing I want you to make sure is that when we're going through this workout, we are pacing ourselves, because 15 minutes is a long time if you come out too hot in the beginning of this workout. Both athletes are doing their variation of the row, with Lorna using her dumbbell in a crush grip, and then we've got Kevin with his band. Both athletes are pulling that implement to their waist, so we want to make sure that when we're pulling, if it makes sense, I want you to pull with your elbow, not with your hand. Pulling with our hand gets us into this position, which is gonna be more bicep than it is back. So no dinosaurs today. If I see T-Rex arms, I'm gonna call you on it because I want you to pull with that back. Both athletes are now into our synchronized alternating V-ups, it looks like. It's alternating hand and foot making contact with each other. Now, with this movement, the goal is to get our upper and lower body off the floor at the same time, and then any contact with our foot and our hand. If making contact with your toes is too difficult, you can make contact with your laces, or the tongue of your shoe, or your ankle, or your shin, or your knee. So you can pick the difficulty here that you would like. When we're done with that, we are moving into our pike push-ups for Kevin, and then we're gonna do our strict dumbbell press for Lorna. When Kevin is going through this movement, he is allowing his body to shift forward onto his toes, and we're simulating a handstand push-up here. It's actually a combination handstand push-up, push-up, but it's still gonna be more isolated on your shoulders than it is your chest. Lorna is going into her strict press with that crush grip again. Make sure when you're doing that crush grip that you've got a secure grip on the dumbbell going overhead, and we are hitting full extension when we get to the top. Kevin is on to his sit-ups here. Now with our sit-ups, we have a couple difficulty variations that we can do. We can do the classic touch behind my head and throw my arms, getting my hip crease in front, or sorry, my shoulders in front of my hip crease, or I can eliminate Kevin's arms altogether and have them put them on the side of his head, just like this, and now we get no assistance from our upper body. You can go back to using arms. And there we go. I just want you guys to know that you do have levels here that you can. This is like a Seinfeld episode. There's levels, Jerry. So there's levels to our sit-ups that we can do when we're going through this. Using our arms is going to be the most efficient way because we get that momentum off of the arm throw that we use. But if you want to try to make it a little bit more difficult, we can eliminate that upper body. Now, we got Kevin moving back into his rows. Now the hardest part of this workout is counting the number of rounds that you've done, so make sure that you're using something to keep track of. Kevin has his Nerf bullets somewhere around here that he used in our workout the other day to keep track of his rounds. But as we're going through this, Kevin is doing a good job of pulling back towards those hips, there we go, and not up to our chest. He's keeping his head in a neutral position. I want you guys to make sure we're not cranking our head all the way back and we're not keeping our chin on our chest. Just try to stay in a position that is comfortable for you. Kevin is using this band and he's going through a steady pull and a steady descent. There's no pausing here, there's no tempo here. I just want you to show control with that band. If you start to get out of control and it's just flying all over the place, let's slow it down a little bit. We're gonna mimic the same positioning that Lorna has with her dumbbell. So there's no pause at the top or the bottom. We're just going up and down with that rep, making sure we're retracting those shoulder blades. Kevin is back into our alternating V-ups here. And when you do your alternating V-ups, I will tell you, be cautious about going slow on our lowering portion that we're doing. So if we look at this when Kevin goes back, he's starting to do almost a negative with his upper body. I want him to go straight back out of that position. Straight back. There we go. That's what we're looking for. This is going to be the most efficient version. It would be the same as if I had Lorna when she gets to her sit-ups trying to do a negative on the way back. We're not looking for that because we want to try to be efficient with these reps. She does a great job of coming up and right back down, all with a smile on her face the entire time. Show that to the camera, and that's it. I need you guys to have the same kind of attitude that Lorna has because this workout gets very, very difficult. It's going to be a lot of core. She did, what was it, 500, 600 GHDs yesterday? It was a lot, and she's a trooper. She's already back in the action, doing her V-ups and doing her sit-ups. We've got Kevin going through our pike push-ups. Now with the pike push-ups, I will tell you guys, don't go to failure on these. We want to make sure you're keeping yourself in a safe position. So if you want to do half your reps, which would be 5, then get out of the position, shake your arms out a little bit, and then go right back into it. You're welcome to. Because a lot of times when we're in these workouts, if we're doing something that are push-ups, pike push-ups, anything that burnout is a real possibility, be smart, break before your form starts to break down greatly so that we can make sure that we are doing this efficiently and safely. We've got Lorna back onto her straight press. We got Kevin doing a great job going straight back with these sit-ups. I like what I'm seeing. That's it. That's what I was looking for. Kevin is always so polite, but he's always focused on the workout that we have at hand. Athletes are working for 15 minutes total. So we just hit the 5:30 mark. So we're over a third of the way into this workout. We still got our dance moves going on. Whatever you guys want to do, if your dance transition from movement to movement, Kevin is already world renowned for his dance moves. And don't try to dance right now, Kevin. Just wait until we move to the next movement. But you're gonna see something. I'm gonna challenge Lorna to give me a dance move from movement to movement as well, because we started it, so we're gonna run with it. You guys are doing great. Again, our pacing here is that we're staying steady. We'll always get to the end, and you know that I'm gonna trick you into going a little bit faster, but right now, I want round time to be similar timing. So with our athletes here, I want you guys, if you can keep pace with them, fantastic. If you're at your own pace, I want you to look at how long a round takes you, and let's see if we can stay on that through the remainder of this workout until our last 2 minutes or so, and that's when I'm gonna bump up our intensity. I saw no dance moves from Kevin, so I'm gonna count that as a no rep, but on the next one, I know we'll get something out of him. We've got Lorna getting up, and she's going to her next movement. Kevin is on his alternating V-ups. And again, when we count these, I didn't say this, but you should know, is that we count every single rep. So if we got 20 reps total, we got 10 on each side. We've got Lorna staying in a great position. I'm gonna fix her head just a little bit, there we go. So I wanna keep ourselves in a neutral head position or looking at the horizon. I don't want neck cranked way back, and I don't want chin down on our chest, because we wanna do this right and we wanna do it safely, but we still wanna get a great workout. We've got Lorna finishing up on the dumbbell. We've got Kevin finishing on the V-ups, and he's going straight into the pike push-ups. Again, I'm gonna be strict on these pike push-ups because I wanna make sure that we are getting the benefit out of this. This is more difficult than our strict press overhead, but it's not gonna be as difficult as a full handstand push-up. I'm gonna have Kevin shift forward a little bit more when he goes down. No, hands back, and let's shift forward. There we go. What I'm looking for here is that when Kevin comes down, I want those forearms to stay as vertical as possible in that press. If we start getting into a position where we're coming down and forearms are going down towards the floor, we need to modify and go forward just a little bit. If you guys need to put an ab mat underneath your head to decrease the distance that you're pressing, I will allow that. But if we have to add more than one ab mat, I want you guys to grab a dumbbell and do Lorna's version of that strict press. We got Kevin onto his sit-ups. We got Lorna, she's got tongue out. It's full effort on these V-ups. We are moving into our strict press for Lorna, our ab mat sit-ups for Kevin. And we are flying here. We're staying nice and steady. Like I said, athletes are doing a great job. We were at the 8:30 mark. I told you that this workout was gonna go fast. 15 minutes seems a lot before we start it, but with the entertainment that we provide you, and the great efforts that you guys always bring to these workouts, it'll seem like nothing. It's like, did we even start this workout and we'll be done? Kevin is doing a great job on these sit-ups, using his arms for assistance when we sit up. Again, like I said, we can make it more difficult by taking arms out of the movement, but throw those arms if you're using them to sit up, because that will help. We got a lot of core work with those alternating V-ups and then with our ab mat sit-ups. So we want you guys to be efficient so that we can stay moving here. I'm gonna get Kevin to give me a big chest. And when he gives me a big chest there, what that does is that is gonna get us into a position that is not rounding that back out. I want you guys to feel like you're trying to squeeze a pencil between your shoulder blades when you pull those elbows back, because we're activating our back. It is not a weird position on our, if we feel it all in our biceps, get that chest, get those shoulders back, and pull. Kevin is in the zone with these bent over rows in his band. He just snapped out of the zone. We got Lorna onto her ab mat sit-ups. Let's see the dance move on the dance move, anything you got. It's the quick tuck, and that's it, right down to the floor. And we are onto our alternating V-ups for Kevin. And you can see that Kevin has stepped up the pacing here. I will say that I do love the fact that he's going down with that torso now versus that slow negative that we were doing in the beginning of the warm-up, or the workout. He just had to warm up a little bit, and that's it. The machine is finely tuned, it is well oiled, and we are knocking out these reps. We got Lorna giggling, she's having a good time, or we may not know where we are right now because of the intensity we've put in this workout, but we're both doing a fantastic job. You guys are doing a great job at home. And we got Kevin into our pike push-ups. Move those hands back a little bit for me, Kevin. There we go. And then we're shifting forward onto those toes when we go into our pike push-ups. We've got Lorna in her bent over row position, still the smile on her face. And Kevin is going unbroken on his pike push-ups once again. And that is our reset. You guys saw nothing, nothing at all. Kevin is trying to get away from Lorna in this workout because of the intimidation factor of the smile and the ease of which she's doing these workouts. We've got Kevin back into his sit-ups. We've got Lorna resting on the floor before she goes into her V-ups. And it is a core fest in here. We are working on the abs. Summer is coming, unless you're watching this video in the fall, and then winter is coming. That's not a Game of Thrones reference because I don't think we have the copyright clearance, so just bleep out what I said. But we are going through this, making sure it's good to have a strong core year-round. So whenever we're doing this workout, we want to make sure that we're doing it with quality, but we're also having a good time at the same time. Kevin has finished up, and we have moved Kevin back in frame. And there we go, onto our band. We got Lorna getting up, making her way to her dumbbell for this strict press. We love having a great time with these workouts in studio, and we hope that you guys are having just as much fun as we have here. It's a pleasure to have you guys join us every single day, and the great news is that we're already 12 minutes and 15 seconds into this workout, so it's basically done. You know that you haven't gotten enough of me, or Kevin, or Lorna. We got plenty of other workouts, so if you want to do a second one after this, if you feel up to it, you are always welcome to stack these workouts together. But we are getting all the fitness in. We are at the 12:30 mark. You know what's coming. You know that I'm gonna increase your intensity in just a second. Don't even look at that clock, Kevin. Let me be your guide in this fitness journey because we are almost there. We are getting very close to the end of this workout. Both athletes are smiling. Both athletes you're having a good time. Everybody's having a good time. I'm having a great time. We're in our alternating V-ups for Kevin. He's doing a great job of making contact with those toes. Again, if that gets too difficult for you guys, you can make sure that you can change to touching laces, shins, knees, wherever you need to keep moving, but modifying the movement so that we can make it easier if we need it. We just hit the 13-minute mark. So right now I'm gonna ask everybody to step on that gas pedal just a little bit. I want you guys to move the intensity up, not a lot. No speed wobbles. We're not going down the hill in a grocery cart just yet. I want you guys to be in control. We're pushing the pace. Our heart rate is elevated. It's getting a little bit higher. We're making sure that we're breathing all the way through. Kevin's doing a great job of going forward on those toes in the bottom of the spike push-up. We got Lorna cranking out these ab mat sit-ups. And we are currently at 13:40 in this 15-minute workout. We are almost there. You got a minute 20 left. You know that when we hit 14, that is when I'm going to hammer down and get you guys moving. I want any intensity that you have left in the tank. You are going to be giving that to me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's move it. So pick it up right now. I need you guys to go faster on these ab mat sit-ups. I need you guys to, oh, Lorna's already doing it. I don't even have to say anything to her. An athlete, Kevin is focused. He's in control, but we're pressing on that gas pedal. We're moving, moving, moving here. Lorna's back onto her alternating V-ups. Tongue is out. All rules are out the window. We're getting every piece of fitness out of you that we can right now. We've got 33 seconds left. I need you guys to move. I need you to push. I always tell you, it's taken us this long to get to this intensity. Don't waste this effort. I need you to push, push, push. If you slow down now, you're gonna be disappointed after that workout. I won't be disappointed. I'm happy that you showed up, but I need you guys to push. Let's go. I need faster rows than this, Kevin. I need to get that back activated. There we go. He just increased that band tension. Lorna is quickly moving into our strict press overhead and time. And that is it. Great job, guys. Lorna, fantastic job. Kevin, great job. Congratulate your competitor, and that is it. We love having you guys in these workouts every day. The intensity and the great attitude that you brought is always enjoyable. Thank you so much. Make sure that you stick around for that cool down. Athletes, great job on the workout today. The intensity that you brought was unlike any other. It motivated us here in the studio, and we can't even see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, if you like today's workout and you're not a part of the Mayhem Athlete community, I've got the deal for you. We've got a 7-day free trial that you can do workouts just like this and workouts unlike this, whether you're on the road, at your house, in the gym, you've got equipment, you don't have equipment. We've got workouts from bodybuilding, functional fitness, CrossFit, all across the board to help you become a better version of yourself. Whether you're looking at being a little bit fitter each day or you want to take the competition floor, Mayhem Athlete is the place to do it. Now, it's always serious at this time. I always talk about being serious at this time because the cool down is right here. You guys need to make sure that you stick around for that cool down because your body just took care of you, so take care of your body. And as always, be good, be kind, and join us again for another great day of fitness.